Hey everybody, it's Josh here. I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm at work. I just got here. It's kind of snowing outside and it's cold and crappy, and I'm just sitting up, and I decided to put on some music while I was cleaning up. And a Manly Hall well, I haven't done any Manly Hall stuff in a while, but for those who know me know that I'm very interested in Manly Hall and what he has to say. I've listened to every one of his lectures that I know of, and sometimes they come on randomly on the MP3 player, so I decided to, when I had my music on this morning, it came on shuffle, and just this first part I really wanted to share with everybody, so I hope you enjoy it. And it's about not running away from our problems and a few other things. Hopefully it's not too loud.
A true one in its stead. Therefore, there is no problem of frustration. Many religious groups and individuals start their inner lives by leaving the world behind. But it only ends up in one thing: the world leaves them behind. Fulfillment means that every duty, every reasonable problem must be faced and met. No one can run away from responsibility and substitute meditation for daily labor. It must be a problem of proper fulfillment of each step of the way. Until we take care of the small things that are with us always, we will not be given care over the greater things.
So true.
Unless we meet the responsibilities of this world, we will not have high estate in the one beyond. So,
and let me make a note there for people. Manly Hall, for those of you who don't know him, was a philosopher that was born in 1900, died in 1990, and he was a 33rd degree Mason, and he spoke very well. He was very into, he believed in reincarnation firmly. So when he talks about the life beyond, he's talking about being reincarnated or going on to other levels of existence.
I always remember, do not run away from trouble. Do not attempt to get away from this awful, terrible, pernicious environment in which we are all involved, and for which, to a degree, we are all responsible. Therefore, to get peace by simply escaping physical problems is a complete delusion. Peace is not settled or centered in physical things. Peace is inside yourself. And until you find it there, you can never get rid of discord. There's only one way. It's all right if the individual wishes on occasion to do a retreat for spiritual nutrition, to get away from a complication for a week or 2 weeks or something of that nature, but not as a major change in life. There are things you can do, however. You may find it possible to find another busy group of people who are doing the things that we all should do, and you can join with them in doing these things. But to try to get away from trouble simply by walking out on it is a common mistake that we should all avoid in every way possible.
Now, I could leave that going forever. Most of these lectures are like an hour long, but you get the point, I guess. You know, when I start listening to these Manly Hall lectures, I get totally sucked in, and you know, it's funny because I don't let Manly Hall's ideas determine my ideas. And I know that he follows a line of many, many great philosophers that, I highly respect the man. And if I hadn't found his lectures, who knows, I'd be probably a slightly different person. Some people have asked me, I guess what set me off on my personal quest. I've been on I'm not really on a quest, I guess. I'm not trying to find an answer. I gave up on that. I'm humble. I try to realize I don't know, but at the same time, I feel like if I don't yearn for all the different knowledge that's out there, then I'm missing out. It's there to be learned. Doesn't mean you have to believe it, but learning it, there's nothing wrong with that. And when he talks about, dealing with your problems, what was that? Weird sound. When he talks about dealing with your problems, not running away from your problems, I mean, that's it right there. That's essential. There's no escape. And people think money is an escape sometimes. And you can't escape with cash. But it's what he said about yourself, It's you, yourself. You have to find it within yourself, the strength within yourself to seek your own path. And he mentioned groups there. And that's another subject that I like to tackle sometimes. But I, once again, refer to the Groucho Marx statement that I wouldn't be a member of any group that would have me, and I think groups are important. I think groups are important because individuals can make their own decisions about what's important, but having groups isn't to reinforce what you believe, and it shouldn't be to reinforce what you believe. Having a group should open up new ideas. In other words, that's why I've always said, you never hear about somebody going to church and saying, hey, maybe we can interpret this part differently. Everybody would just look at them like they're crazy. A group, an organization, a group of people, even if you're feeding off of each other and you already have a belief, you have to be able to consider other options. So we're so stuck in our ways and so stubborn, and we do run away from our problems. We seek this other life beyond. We seek a richer life here, or we hope to look better or have more or whatever. But Manly Hall started me off on a certain part of my quest in life, and that was the one that took me deep within myself. And after listening to his lectures, I was able to see myself for who I was and know my shortcomings and my faults.